Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Subramaniam Maslamani. I'm a Tamil. Today my topic is leading Tamils to world-class eminence. 3500 years ago in India and Sri Lanka, the dark-skinned Dravidians were systematically made into second-class citizens by the invading Nordics. In this book, The Lessons of History by Will and Ariel Durant, it is mentioned that the temples in South India, where I had never been, display the extraordinary capability of Dravidians, and also how they were divided and conquered by the introduction of the caste system. Caste system is a highly advanced scientific system to besiege and to beleague a race of people. That was then when man was still in his infant stages. The world has changed, but the destruction continued. Man is an amoral, immoral animal. The recent debacle of Tamils in Sri Lanka is not a feat by the Sinhalese or the Chinese or the Indians. The defeat came from within us. The division based on caste system introduced by the Nordics. A caste system is a way of silent genocide by causing inbreeding depression. In the science of genetics, when smaller populations interbreed, inbreeding depression is introduced. No suspects, no one is guilty, and no laws to prosecute the felon. If you want to divide a community, just subliminally introduce division and they will destroy themselves. Tamils are said to be a community strongly divided by their caste system and weakly united by their language and religion. That is then, that is that, and this is now. Then, now we are into the 21st century. The world has become one nation, no borders, less government, more self-rule and moral guidance. A wise man needs no laws, for he is law unto himself. Internet has changed the world forever. It's a blind world for better. Today, Tamils don't have a nation of their own, and in India, 70 million Tamils have been made into film fanatics. They live shorter life and leave no legacy. How can I guide my son and daughter if I die early? Today, one has to live beyond the age of 75 to make and maintain a successful community. Every Tamil must take care of their elders, who are the best mentors. A friend said, Tamils worldwide are doing well except in Sri Lanka and South India. Why has the cradle of civilization stopped rocking? The Indians in the north and the Sinhalese in the south are keeping us sandwiched so that we cannot express ourselves. So we Tamils living outside the Indian area zone has to stimulate education and creativeness among our brothers and sisters in South India and North Sri Lanka. I saw and read an email where few illiterate and inexperienced Tamils, including an eminent religious leader, are involved in name-calling and mudslinging while the barbarians colonize our sacred land and traditional Tamil areas. It is a shame on us, for we did not make any attempts to rescue the community after the war. It's our responsibility to rescue, regroup, redirect, re-emerge and research. It's our responsibility, instead of blaming each other and name-calling, to do something in our own individual way to re-glorify our eminence 3500 years before. Please go back 3500 years ago to know who you are. We were the world leaders. The proof is catamaran, the precursor to a sea-going ship, and the constant flame lamp, where the oil is above the flame, was our invention. The shifting weight irrigation system was in use before Sir Isaac Newton came up with the theory of gravity. The extensive use of vegetarian food and high fiber brown rice were the invention which the West is discovering now. Okinawan diets and Tamil diets are the two food habits that make you live longer until the introduction of white rice, that is the cause of oxidative degeneration of body cells and brain cells. Time to rediscover our lost heritage and help the world. So folks, next 2000 years belong to the dark-skinned people. Am I a racist? Yes, I am. Then show me a living person who is not a racist. I will ask for universal forgiveness. As my Italian friend said, we are all racist in one way or another. Only weak people talk about equality. Others talk about excellence and eminence. It is the greedy man who feeds the world, not the man at the church. I saw a man at the temple on a Friday, and then on Saturday I saw him at the Royal Bank cashing my hard work issued to him as a welfare check. Talk about religion. It is people like me who toil in the buildings designed to house machines who make wealth for all. There is a saying in Tamil, your God is your work and your temple is your workplace. If every citizen of the planet lived by this proverb, there will never be any war, famine or pestilence. No Tamil should ever live on handouts, welfare checks, panhandling, on loans and borrowed money. God has put a cornucopia in our head and in everyone else's head to take control of our lives and lead a content life. Let's do that as world-class people. No Tamil should be a burden on any other community. It was a good lesson that after the 2009 genocide of 40,000 Tamils by shameless, singlist barbarians, indolent Indians and characterless Chinese, we learned that nobody cares and it is our own duty to take care of ourselves. Tamils must learn to control their own destiny by taking control of their education, economy and entrepreneurship. And remember that the economy is the mother of freedom. And whoever controls the economy will control the world. Let's do that. Today we see the fruits of our efforts in the early 80s when we helped Tamil refugees to settle and start business in Canada. Just visit the Toronto industrial heartland and see for yourself what we had done to a community that was made stateless, penniless by the Sinhalese barbarians. No offense to any Sinhalese. You stop calling us terrorists, we stop calling you barbarians. Right or wrong? Now we are taking that experience and translate into worldwide effort to recuperate our people in the South India, North India and other nations. People in those lands, please be patient. Stop watching movies and move ahead to educate your children and get them into universities and into entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur is a person who combines God-given assets such as land, labor, capital, management and information to make life good for all. One good thing that the barbarians were not able to take away from us was our capacity to think and to appreciate the creative capability God gave us. Thank you, God. It's time for the Tamils to stop being schizophrenic and becoming scintillating performers and to become white phosphorus. White phosphorus refers to stubborn determination. Today, Tamils around the world are proud of our heritage and how we survived the genocide by the Sri Lankan Sinhalese barbarians with the help of the indolent Indians and clumsy Chinese, two senseless, overpopulated nations in the world. We showed the world that we are indeed world-class people who have the capacity to emerge from any disaster, man-made or otherwise. These two nations, India and China, are living in the logographic primitive world when the whole world has moved into the alphabetic world of communication. They talk about economic superpowers without a proper medium of communication. Good luck. We Tamils did not seek the help of anyone, but everyone joined the aggressor to call us terrorists and the barbarians to destroy our will and might. Whatever we sought from the superpowers never materialized. We asked the world government for human rights, that was not done. We see an uncaring, insensitive world lie wasted ahead of us. No one leader raised his voice and said, that is injustice. Please do not kill the innocent Tamil people. Calling themselves leaders, they are the losers. This morning I heard a group of Tamils in front of the US Embassy. Tamils must stop begging and start doing it in our own way. Why USA? Why not ask China for help? Why don't you ask yourself first? My dear friends, work hard, stay together, and as Hermit the Frog said, never ever give up. Everyone is responsible to someone above us, and we had to be responsible to our people who are the multiple manifestations of universal morality we call God. Thank you very much. I am Subramanian Maslamani, a world-class Tamil powered by convictions, commitments, and